Buenos días, ¿cómo está usted, everyone? Welcome to Japan and Colombia Startup Showcase. Hi, everyone.
Buenos días, buenas noches en Colombia.
Buenos días, buenas noches.
Hi, Juanca, María, Nestor, everyone. Good to see you. Can you, everyone, hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the Colombian friends. Hi, Vivian.
Thank you, John.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, good. What time is it now in Colombia?
8 p.m.
8 p.m. Oh, wow. Did you have a nice dinner?
I haven't had dinner already.
Oh, you had dinner or you haven't?
No, I haven't had.
Oh, you haven't?
No.
Oh, okay. So stay 1 hour.
It's gonna be a late dinner, but it's okay.
Late dinner. Okay. Nice.
People in Colombia is very hardworking people. So
Okay, good.
yeah.
Nestor and Vivian and everyone had a dinner?
Not yet, and I am in a worse situation because I am in Miami, so here is 9 p.m. Worse than Colombia.
I see. How about you, Nestor?
To be honest, I don't eat dinner, so
Oh, wow. Okay. So let's start. Actually, I haven't had a breakfast yet. So all of us, we don't eat food.
Yeah.
Okay, so
We're just waiting for this to be done, and then we'll go
Yes.
and have something.
Same. Okay, so I'm John Kojo Moriwaka, today's host, and also please welcome our co-host, Juanca Camilo Gómez.
Hola a todos. Qué bueno verlos nuevamente acá. Welcome everyone. It's great to be here with
Okay.
this event today. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm a CEO of Silicon Valley Ventures. We are co-hosting his Embassy of Colombia and our good friend Juanca. And so today we have a 1 hour, maybe a little bit more, an online event inviting 4 promising startups from Colombia and also the city of Bogota. And we like to talk about how to enjoy our event. So please go to the next page. So how to use live translation for people. And so step 1, click the show captions button on the Zoom toolbar. Step 2, check the box enable translation. Step 3, select the speaking language, English or Japanese. Step 4, select the translation language. Okay, next. And view options. So click the arrow next to the show captions button, customize. So you can choose Japanese. Then for Japanese people understand the subtitle. Okay, so show original translation and view full transcript and the caption settings. So thank you. So please enjoy our show. And next. And it's so 4 promising startups coming to Japan for Sushi Tech next month. I've been also our company being ambassador for 3 years. I've been also speaker for 2 years. This time I'm very happy to support 4 startups together with Embassy of Colombia. So I'm trying to bring everybody to Colombian booth. So everyone want to see our friends from Colombia, please come to Colombian booth. And so 80% of ticket code SCAB8ZPVMQ. So please, if you haven't bought the ticket yet, still we can have a few more days for 80% off. So please buy the ticket. Even students get a cheaper discount. And also for adults, anyone can join us. Last year, we had over 60,000 people came to our event. So this time, hopefully more. And so please come to see our friends from Colombia. So Sushi Tech Tokyo. Thank you. And next. So today's agenda. So now we are opening and my actually greetings to everyone. And the next is our friend Mr. Gómez, then director of Bogota, María. And then startup pitch, we have 5 minutes each and a Q&A. So if you have a actually question for each startup, you can write in the comment. And so me and Juanca will ask the questions. And then panel discussion, and we're going to talk about why Japan, why participants coming to Japan now, and the closing remarks by me. Okay, next. And one more event tomorrow, actually, 2 p.m. Japan time to 1 hour. So, Mr. Gómez will talk more deeply about why Colombia and why he's in Japan and his journey from Colombia to Japan, and also the culture and history, and also foods and sports and everything about economics and startup ecosystems about Colombia. He's gonna explain for 1 hour, and we have a subtitle as well. So please watch us. Check our website called GCG Global Communication Gym, and you can still register. And we also have a student discounts as well. So let's start. Floor is yours, Maria, and Gomez. You can introduce great startups and Maria as well.
Thank you so much, John, for your warm welcome and for all the support for the success of this collaboration. And we are very happy working together and supporting Colombian startups. And today we will have four amazing startups from Bogota. And I'm going to introduce briefly Nestor from Bona Ingeniero, CEO and founder. Luis Rodriguez Dapper, CEO. We have also Vivian Jones from Monavit. He's the chief, the CRO, and we have also Jorge Uribe from Elsa. So we have great people, great Colombian founders, and very amazing business that we're going to share about later today. So as I said, it's a pleasure to be here with everyone and to see so many people connected, partners and potential allies from Japan and as well from Colombia. Welcome, Maria. As my name is Juan Gómez, Commercial Counselor of the Embassy of Colombia and Japan, and I lead Pro Colombia Tokyo office. Our main role, for the ones that don't know, is to connect Colombia with global partners through investment promotion, exports, tourism, as part of the Colombian government strategy of promotion, and we belong to the Ministry of Commerce, Industry, and Tourism. So Colombia and particularly Bogota, Maria is going to talk later more about Bogota, has been building a very dynamic startup ecosystem supported by public policy, strong institutions, and a close collaboration and cooperation between government, academia, and the private sector. Just for give you a couple of figures, the first half of the year, Colombia Startups has raised over $237 million US, and this is a very interesting fact that the software and IT sector, 2025 represented 3% of the national GDP, and this highlights the importance of this sector and the digital economy. So I think that the progress is driven not only by talent and ambition, also by resilience. And I think this is like a defining characteristic of Colombian entrepreneurs. So in this context, we're closely working with the City of Bogota and the Secretary of Economic Development to connect this ecosystem with strategic markets like Japan. So we have today 4 sectors: fintech, smart cities, govtech, and sporttech. For the ones that are interested to keep building, because we want to start building these relationships. We want that you take advantage, as John said, to visit our Bogota booth in Sushi Tech, to start talking, to start exchanging information, organizing meetings, maybe hanging out, to explore more synergies, how we can support each other. And yeah, let's start like these conversations that one day will become something hopefully solid and very good partners between Colombia and Japan. So that's my introduction, and I'm going to pass the floor now to María Piedad Bayter from Bogota City. The floor is yours, María.
Thank you, Juan, and thank you, John, for the invitation. Thank you, everyone who is connected to this small talk. Well, I'm in representation of the Secretary of Economic Development of Bogota, and I'm talking right now about a little bit of the environment of the startup investment, or how Bogota is the startup investment hub not only in Bogota, in Colombia, but in the region. Next, please. Thank you. So first of all, Bogota's population is estimated almost 8 million inhabitants without the metropolitan area. So this is a huge market for many businesses. Bogota also accounts for almost 1/4 of the Colombia GDP and grew almost 4%, outperforming the national growth rate of 2.7. This is a reflection of the strength of its business ecosystem, as the city brings together almost 1/4 of all the companies in Colombia. Also, Bogota has established itself as one of the main destinations for foreign direct investment in Latin America. In 2024, the city attracted 97 foreign investment projects, represented in more than $700 million in estimated investment and the creation of more than 11,000 jobs. Also, Bogota continues to consolidate its position as the regional hub for knowledge-based services, with growing exports in different sectors such as outsourcing, software, shared services center operations. And this is a market that is going to more than 50 countries. Next, please. Regarding the entrepreneurship ecosystem of Bogota, we are the third in the region, and only we are surpassing by Sao Paulo and Mexico. And we also are the only city in the region top 3 that has experienced positive growth. The city has maintained a positive and steady growth trajectory since 2021. Half of the Colombia active startups are headquartered here in Bogota, and half of the country's incubator and accelerators also operate from here. This provides an unmatched entrepreneurial support infrastructure compared to the rest of the Colombian territory. In figures, we have almost 1,000 startups, representing, as I mentioned, 51 of all the startups in Colombia, and we are the home of 2 unicorns, Javi and Rappi. Also, we concentrate almost more than 80% of the capital raised in the country, with a number more than $700 million raised across 65 investment rounds. This dynamism and growth of the ecosystem are made possible through public-private partnerships, such as a very successful program as Distrito Lab, we're going to talk about later. Regarding the sectors, transportation is the leading industry in Bogota, ranking 20th worldwide and first in South America and also nationally. This transportation industry includes 37 startups, and this represents 4% of all the startups in the city. Another sector which is very important here is the food tech industry. We have the same number as in the transportation sector, 37. And finally, the fintech sector, which is ranked 43rd worldwide, but is quite strong in the country and also in the city. We have 157 startups. The next one, please. And here, this very successful program we have here in the Secretariat is Distrito Lab. It was possible through a public-private initiative. We provide with this program world-class training to our high-impact startups, enabling them to connect with ecosystem stakeholders, accelerate their growth, and prepare to scale. The main mission of the program was to close the gap between the city's most promising startups and the investment capital flows that we want to attract here. The program, we received many applications, more than 200, and finally we select 20 startups, and these startups received mentorship, also technical assistance, and the best 5 startups were selected and participated in the program that raised private capital, and as a result, they received more than $3 million in 5 startups. And finally, another project we have here in the city is not only from the public sector, is the 2,600 campus, and this represents the city's most ambitious public-private investment in STI. It is an area of intersection and concentration of opportunities. This will be the first part of the construction of the campus, a building with 23 floors dedicated to specialized STI services for startups, established companies, corporate officers, and also with co-working spaces. But while this construction phase is underway, this first building, the district administration has allocated resources to undergo a pilot program to test and validate the model of services so it can properly respond to market expectations. And in this pilot, as a part of this pilot, we are creating support pathways composed of intelligent and personalized services tailored to the needs of high-impact startups. We also, last year, we launched the first pilot program for startups. And as a result, we, in this first cohort, received more than 110 applications. From this, over 40 proposals were evaluated. And as a result, 8 high-impact startups were selected. With this first cohort, our plan is to provide them the best services, the best provided of services in Colombia and in Latin America. And also we expect to have these results such as in this district lab program. So this is the environment we have here for startups in Bogota. We expect many applications for this pilot program. Also this year we will have the Distrito Lab program. So we are more than welcome to receive more startups. Maybe some of the startups that are here didn't know about this program. So you're more than welcome to apply. And this is it. Thank you very much for the invitation to ProColombia and the organizer.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Maria, for a wonderful presentation. So now is the next Juanca. Could you introduce your great startup?
Thank you so much, Maria. Very, very, very good presentation. I really admire all the projects that Bogota is developing and how innovation is center of the policy. And I think this is it's very important, and that's why we are here today. And for startups is we conducted together with the Secretary of Bogota, ProColombia Bogota in Bogota office this open invitation. So we received many applications interested in connecting with Japan, and today I'm very happy to have these 4 founders. So every founder has 5 minutes for the presentation, and when the time is over, we have to control. We will send you this emoticon on the screen. So we appreciate that you take it in consideration to finish in 1 minute. So we have we're going to start now. First startup of the day is represented by Nestor Ortega Bona. Nestor, welcome, and the floor is yours.
Hello, everyone. My name is Nestor. I am the CEO and founder of Bona Engineers, and we are specialized in doing AI models for infrastructure. So our main product is a model that can predict where and when is going to crash a car on the roads. With the pilots that we create in the first year, we could predict 100% of the crashes and reduce the crashes 50% in the first year. I am Nestor Ortega. I am engineer for more than 11 years, and Umid Japanel is my advisor. He's not a co-founder yet, but probably is going to be in the future because we participate in the TecnoArt, that is an accelerator for startups. So we met there and we started to work together in different projects. Umid is based on Silicon Valley, and I am based here in Bogota. Also, we raise money from Fund Emprender, from other sources that are public mainly. So we are not diluted yet. Our road. It started in 2020 with the first pilot, and today we're trying to scale across Latin America. We are launching new models, new solutions for the smart cities, including with the State Department, a solution for Ibagué, with Google, solution in road safety, but we're in the development of this solution, so we haven't received the money yet. Please, the next one. So as I told you before, our main products is in road safety and smart cities. So did you know that every year 1 million, more than 1 million people die on the roads? So we are trying to focus on this problematic, and the market is huge. It's like 20. Well, more than 10 billions per year worldwide. So we are trying to do it, and we are the only one that can predict where and when is going to happen a crash. And additionally, our solutions on the smart cities are mainly tailored, are mainly focused on a specific solution. So we are trying to release a solution that can scale through all the cities. But we're in the process. For that, we're raising money. And as I told you before, I am raising money from the State Department of US, from Google. We are in the process. We expect a good news in the near future, but that is we are now. And that's it.
Okay, thank you very much, Nestor. Could you explain more about who could be the best customers for you?
Well, depends. For the first product is the PPPs, the concessions for roads. And just here in Colombia, there are 52 concessions for roads. And worldwide, there are a lot. And our market in road safety is more than 100 millions per year. And in the other solution is mainly cities and governments. So our solutions are for governments.
Mm. And so roads, like how will you sell to the like I want to understand more. Like how does who needs your solution right now, and when will you be finished developing?
Which solution? For road safety or for
Yes,
smart
both.
cities? Both? Okay, mainly the first one for road safety is concessions because they for contracts they need to implement these models. So we already developed these models. It's not a pilot anymore. So we have the solution, we have the results, we have everything. It's mainly for concessions because they are private. And to implement this solution in the public government is more complicated. We are already tested in US, for example, but all the roads over there are public. But in Latin America, all the main roads are private. So for us, it's easier to implement it in the private sector. But in the other hand, the solution for smart cities are exclusively for governments, not for the private sector yet. So it's mainly cities.
Could you quickly show your product? Do you have a demo?
Because it's mainly, but I have a demo for one product that for road safety, no, for smart city. Just give me a second.
Because we have maybe 1 or 2 more minutes, I think. So it's easier for everyone to understand more.
Yeah, of course. Just give me a second.
And so thank you for everyone watching us. And if you have a question, anybody can write the questions in the chat.
Yeah, I was checking the presentation as well, Nestor, and you said that you don't have any regional competitors that offer the same services, or
No,
result.
in road safety, there are competitors, but we are the best, and we are the only ones who can predict with 100% accuracy.
Okay. So what difference you from the rest is your capacity for data integration and how this can provide more accuracy. I am
Yeah,
right?
of course. Yes. Additionally, our solutions are mainly in AI. So if you can see our profiles from Umid and from me, Umid is has a PhD in artificial intelligence, and he's working in Silicon Valley from almost 20 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, we have one
You're
question from the audience, and thank you, Dana, for your question. And the question is, how could you please explain the example how it works?
Which solution? The smart cities or the road safety or both?
She didn't mention it. Road safety.
Okay, we have consultant part where we need to go to the place, recollect data, analyze how is working in these roads, and that part is manual basically. After that, we create a model specifically for every road, and that part is already automatic is not manual anymore in that part. So we can implement and scale that part. But the first part about how to obtain the data and to create a model, it continues to be manual.
Thank you, Nestor. I think we don't have much time now. Time is up. Okay. So thank you so much, Nestor. And Juanca, could you introduce next startup?
Thank you so much, Nestor, for your presentation. And later we will have some time for a part chat, also to make another questions to you. So we have now, and we welcome Luis Alberto Rodriguez, CEO from Dapper. Luis, the floor is yours. Welcome.
Thank you. Well, most of the people that is around in this meeting, but also everywhere, basically drinks beverages, uses cards, or have been using any electronic device. Basically, what we haven't seen, anyone has seen, is that there are thousands of people working, trying to understand in those global companies how the governments operate. They don't know how the government operates. And that's even more difficult in emerging markets like Latin America, Southeast Asia, North Africa, or Middle East. Just to put in a number, Coca-Cola, the beverage company, one of the largest, they're spending $600 million per year just trying to understand with consultants how the government operates in emerging markets. So we understood that problem. In Dapper, I know this problem basically because from first hand, I used to be Minister of Planning in Colombia. Also, I was Deputy Minister of Finance. And previously I was also a researcher in these topics. I know the topic. I've been working on this through my whole life. And we founded Dapper to solve the problem, how the corporate and global corporates operate in global markets, especially in emerging markets. In the next slide, if you can help me, basically I can show you how we can be working on this in the last 2 years. We started basically producing the solution of the problem solution to the Colombian case. Later, we made it to other countries, country by country. Later was Dominican Republic, next was Peru, next were Chile, and also Mexico. We started with the global clients, like Coca-Cola, like Didi, like TikTok, Rappi, that is one of our unicorns, as Maria mentioned, Globan, General Motors, and others. Those are our clients. They started in Colombia. They were switching from Colombia to other countries, basically in a software as a service model. It's a platform. We deliver information through the platform. We send notifications and alarms in WhatsApp and via email. And basically, they receive this information. We've been doing it already, reducing 93% of the time that our clients are spending trying to understand 500 documents per day in only the first 5 countries. Every single day they used to understand and read and try to understand 500 documents per day, and now they are just in seconds receiving the alarms and identification. We've built the solution for 5 countries. We're going to have the solution next month for 10 countries. We're gonna the first year we ended up with a ARR of $500K in a software as a service model, and we have a huge ambition. We want to build the operating system for global companies to understand the emerging markets. And we want to make it for Latin America first, later Middle East, North Africa, and also Southeast Asia. Basically, the 30 largest economies in emerging markets. And well, that's what we're doing in Dapper. Recently, we were one of the Distrito Lab winners last year, and just 2 days ago, we was selected by Fast Company, the US magazine, as one of the most innovative companies in the world. So that's Dapper.
That's great. Congratulations for winning the award. And thank you, Luis. And if audience has a question, please post in the Q&A. Juanca, do you have any comment?
Thank you so much, Luis. Also, we were also checking about the news about the award. So congratulations. And so it's like it's 2 questions in one. It's like why Japan, and what kind of companies or clients you would like to meet during your visit in Sushi Tech.
Well, that's one a good one, but easy. Basically, we admire what Japan has been doing in the last decades and from the Second World War, and that's the first. We admire what the tech have been doing there. But the second one, you have one of the most known and largest companies operating in emerging markets. For instance, we have clients like General Motors, but we want to have the better ones, like Honda, Nissan, and each of the automotive sector that you have and which you are leader. Also, we would love to work with other companies. We have TikTok, and we have other largest companies like in tech, like Didi. We would love to work with Nintendo or this kind of company that you have there. So basically, we would love to make you the largest company in Japan easier to operate in emerging markets, and in the same way, also to learn how they are been building a very innovation and innovative ecosystem and economy.
Good. So when you meet large mobility companies like Honda, Toyota, what will you talk about? And also when you meet the TikTok or also Nintendo, like big gaming companies, what will you talk about? What kind of
basically how they will operate easier in Brazil, in Middle East, in Colombia, in Mexico. There are large markets, but they are very difficult to understand. For instance, just to mention this Nintendo, if they operate in Colombia, right now, they're passing a bill to protect how the youngest people in the population can access to the games in the phone or through the laptop, etc., etc. So they can be forbidden to trade the products that they have been producing. But also, if you go to Venezuela right now, you can have an opportunity to export cars there from Toyota or wherever, but you don't know it, basically because there are a lot of changes every single day. Just to mention, in the first 5 countries, every single day, more or less, you're going to have 1,400 pages to read in order to understand only the executive branch. Later, you're going to have the Congress and et cetera, et cetera. So that will be helpful for them. If it is for Coca-Cola, for TikTok, for Didi, for Globant, for Helion, for Pfizer, for Johnson & Johnson, all of them client of us, for sure are going to be, useful for your companies also in Japan.
Great. I understand. Okay, I think time is up. So thank you, Luis.
I have one comment before we move to Elsa, and is Japan, over the 20% of the exports to Japan to the world is concentrated in the automobile sector. So basically, the Japanese companies that are very interested in selling abroad because it's a very important source of revenue. My question is, your product can be adapted to any market?
Yes, we have clients in all markets, in technology like Didi or Huawei, in social media like TikTok, General Motors, Coca-Cola, healthcare. We have 52 corporates that are in 16 sectors, very different between them. Basically, we are collecting and we are trying to put together all the data, and inside that you can have any discussion.
Good. Okay. Thank you for the answer. So moving to our next startup from Bogota, we have Jorge, CEO and founder from Elsa, and so you have the floor now. Jorge, thank you and welcome.
Thank you, Juan. My name is Jorge Uribe. I'm the CEO of Elsa. We are training endurance athletes and also boosting the lifestyle of doing sports. In Elsa, athletes get instructions and directions on how to train and also to maintain consistency during their journey as athletes. We have a huge market of 200 million people all around the world training and looking for solutions as Elsa. Strava is our main competitor, which has 50 million people paying a subscription. What we are building is something that is more complete. And what we have seen is that endurance athletes doesn't fail because of lack of effort. They lack because consistency is hard to sustain. We had found that fragmented tools don't translate into daily execution instructions. Also, human coaching doesn't scale, and training alone breaks when motivation drops. So that's what we are creating. Our product is consistency, and we are boosting this and moving from being an AI coach to an endurance ecosystem where you find, and please the next slide, please, Juan, where we have our AI coach, which gives you these precise instructions. We connect to Garmin, to Wahoo, to the main wearables and cyclocomputers for cyclists. We ask every week what days they want to train, and we give the instructions in real time while you are doing the sport. Once you are done, you have a live feedback, and also we update the workload for your next sessions. We also have training content where we invite nutritionists, sports psychologists to give value content to our clients. We also have into our app a community where you can create events, you can create runs, rides to invite people, and you can follow to boost the community. Also, we have local experiences where around 200 people gather to ride along. We also have some sponsors which also add value to our end users. For example, Red Bull is one of them. And also we have an online store where we offer products and services related with the journey of the athletes. Either if you are a beginner or an advanced, we are also offering these services from professionals to boost your sport journey. We have partnerships also with the UCI, which is the cycling world entity, and we started last year. And we have into our community 10,000 members, and we are looking to boost our growth this year to end up with 100,000 users. We also have clients in 12 countries. And what we believe is that now AI is helping to build products so fast. Now tech is a commodity, but that's why we are looking so deep into building a real world and also online communities all around the world. I'm an economist. My co-founder and CPO and CPO is an industrial engineer from Javeriana University, and we have been backed by Mr. Pink, a VC focus in the Americas in nutrition and also Sportex. And we are looking right now with this Japanese opportunity to boost our relationships. We think that if we can make contact with companies such as Mizuno, such as ASICS, we can make great products along to boost and create synergies. And that's pretty much what we are doing. Thank you very much for listening to me.
Thank you so much, Jorge, for a wonderful presentation. We have a question for you from the audience. Can your platform be white labeled or integrated into health insurance systems?
Yeah, integrated, definitely. We have thought a lot about doing the white label. We are expanding right now, and we are into the growth initial stage of growth. So maybe by year end, it's going to be another source of revenues, the white label. Yeah.
That's wonderful. Great. Any comment, Juanca?
Yes, thank you so much, Jorge. Your platform provides and creates, and is also is built up on the idea of communities, no? So, can you elaborate more on that? How that community will be kind of I mean, it's hard to keep them as an user. So, what is your plan to, for example, for generating loyalty, or how you can how the community provides, for example, I don't know, certain of streamlines of revenue or not? How do you see the community on your business models?
Okay, besides training, there are different pains that we are solving through community, and one is security. We have seen in Latin America that many people are trying to get into cycling or running communities, not to ride along, but to do crime. So we think that through our app, we are able to give security to our users, starting background of the users. So we combine this with the other pain, which is that you want to belong, to get to know people, to get to know your future couple. So we are doing this kind of Tinder where you in your profile can say if you're single or not. So we have also in our local experiences and also online the opportunity to make these matches. So we think that in that way we are helping the communities to keep longer, and also we are helping community leaders or club leaders which create weekly events to reduce friction once you create an event, and they are now working in environments such as WhatsApp, where you don't know if there is a change on the road you are gonna execute. We can the GPX, which is the route map. You can upload it, and instantly every member of the ride is gonna have it in real time. So if the route changes, so if you have a budget which has to be distributed along the members of that ride, we collect the money, so the creator of the event doesn't have to be asking to everyone, hey, give me your ticket. So that's pretty much how we are also creating these long-term relationships in the community.
Amazing. Thank you so much. The time is up, so thank you again. And now I would like to hand it over to our last startup from today, Monavit. Vivian, now the floor is yours. Thank you.
Thank you, Juan. So basically at Monavit, we identify a really huge challenge for the financial services institutions to basically connect each other globally and transfer money overseas and cross-border. So basically for individuals, for example, they have problems with the inflation in the countries or limited access to global payments, or basically it's so expensive and it's slow to transfer money cross-border. And for the businesses, basically the same. When you need to send money out, is basically spending more than 5 to 7 days to receive the money in the other country, high transaction costs, and it's difficult to integrate with a programmable money. Basically, the market only in LATAM is more than 1.3 trillions in annual payments. All the countries in LATAM have a high inflation, so affect the payments not only in the region but globally. And basically with that, in the next slide, we can see our solution. So basically we develop a solution with using stable coins, using blockchain and artificial intelligence to define a solution for B2B and B2B2C customers, which include a stablecoin wallet infrastructure, a MasterCard credit card for those users to spend their digital dollars or digital basically currencies that we configure in the system. And with that, we able not only banks but retails and financial institutions to create their own stablecoin wallets for their users with our technology. So we are already able to transfer money in and out with more than 50 millions in the last 12 months, with 1.1 millions in revenue for us doing that, with a huge gross profit. In this case, more than 45% in gross margin, which is really huge compared with the industry. We right now help our financial services customers to use this solution with more than 61,000 users, with more than 600,000 transactions in the last 12 months. Basically, I am here in Miami right now because we received a prize from Money 2020, the largest fintech event globally, as the best blockchain and a stablecoin solution from the Americas. It was an event in the last couple of days here in Miami. And I basically want to spend the last minute to make a test in real time. So if you want, when you want to send money from a bank in one country, like this one in US, to Colombia, for example, this is really expensive and spend a lot of time. So I wanna show you how this is in real time, and the cost is less than 10% of the real cost. So if one of you, anyone, want to receive $2 from me from Bank of America to your account in Colombia, you just share in the chat your Breve key. Breve key is the way to transfer money locally, but I will be sending from US to Colombia in real time. If any of you want to share in the chat your breve key, I can send you $2 for the next coffee.
Since we have Japanese people here, Vivian, we don't know what is brevity. We have PayPal,
Breve,
PayPay.
yeah, but basically breve to understand is like how we in Colombia send money in real time from one customer to another. Doesn't matter the basically it doesn't matter the bank. So it's a key that we use to identify my account to send basically in real time money to another one. So I will use this one in the chat at AMS 133 to send from Bank of America right now to his bank. I don't know, Andres, which is your bank, but I will be identifying here which is your bank. It's Nubank, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, perfect. So confirm. This is in real time right now. So you can confirm $2. You will be receiving maybe pesos, Colombian pesos, not dollars, because we switch from, in this case, from dollars to Colombian pesos to send you.
Yes, I already received it.
Yeah. So in the past, you use Swift. You pay like $40 or $50 to send a Swift and spend like 5 days. This is free and in real time, basically. Thank you so much.
Great. Thank you so much, Vivian. And if anyone has questions or comments. So is this for stablecoin transferring for individuals and also B2B customers?
Exactly. So we sell, we sell these solutions to, for example, a bank to implement these solutions for their users. So a B2B to C, and as well B2B, because we have like in this case the ability to receive payments of any company in Japan or globally want to implement online payments and they want to receive credit card, debit card, Apple Pay, Google Pay. They want to receive crypto or stable coins. We able this for them. So basically, is in two different ways. And this is basically how we transform fiat to stable coins or fiat to fiat or stablecoin to stablecoin. In this case, my example was fiat to fiat, but using the stablecoin rails in between. So I started transaction from Bank of America, which is a fiat. It's a real bank. It's a traditional bank with fiat US dollar and I send through the stablecoin rail to Colombia. And then in Colombia, I transform again to Colombian pesos, fiat again, to a local bank, which is Nubank in that example with Andres.
And which regions or people could be your ideal users?
This is globally. Stable coins is basically transforming the way we send money cross-border in any country. We can digitalize any local currency. And basically right now our users are based in 27 countries and they already pay in 105 countries. So basically it's globally.
I see. And you're using USDC?
Exactly. We use USDC, but as well USDT, and the new one from Tether, which is USAT. USAT is a new coin from Tether that basically support the Genius Act in US. So any of those funds are reflected one-to-one in bonds of the US government. So basically it's 100% secure.
So you are working with Tether and Circle?
Yeah, exactly.
I see, I see. Okay, how about Japanese stablecoin?
We can publish in just one day in our wallet and start basically using the digital Japanese currency as well. Yeah.
Excellent. Juanca, any comment?
Yeah, just a very, very, very short one. Any interest or return on the on Monabit? Do you provide any?
Yeah, we have the options to basically have that the customer can save in US dollars or in euros as well. And basically we return something in a monthly basis for them. Yeah.
Okay.
And,
Okay, great.
we have a question from the audience. How is your service different from other similar providers? You compete on fees or what?
Yeah, basically our key differentiator is our wallets are like non-custodial wallet. This is a tech feature, but basically is we never use or have access to the resources of the customers. So this is very secure because someone with a wallet, the first question is who will be like taking care of my money. So in this case, with a decentralized wallet, is basically you who custody the money. So we don't have access to your money. That is basically a key differentiator. The other one is how we connect a stable coin with fiat in many countries right now. Sometimes the wallets in the market basically support one or two. We support right now more than 50. And in the other way, with a partnership with Circle in USDC and Tether with USDT, we have the largest liquidity global to support banks and financial institutions to launch this kind of products.
Great. We have more questions, but time is up. So thank you so much, Vivian. Next,
Thank
we're
you.
gonna have we're gonna extend maybe another 10 minutes or 15 minutes and about our panel. So everyone, all speakers are welcome. And Juanca, let's talk about our panel.
Okay. So, Kayoko, maybe we can put the webinar flyer. So, and we can start now with the panel. So, well, we have some minutes to talk about, and I think that is start with what one comment. Japan is a country that they value very much the high quality, not only in the products as well as the services. So usually when you meet like a potential customer, they going to ask you very precise questions that they want to know, and they expect that you provide a very precise answer. So I think that some of you already responded some of the questions about the Japan and why Japan. So, but very briefly, like what concrete added value you can deliver in Japan to a Japanese company based on your business and based on your product. So we can have the opinion from all of you. So and kindly please be very like the idea is that you can be very short and precise with your answers. Thank you. So we can start with Nestor.
Okay, our main values are the results and to save lives. So what we can provide to Japan is to save lives on the roads and at the same time to save money to the country because that is money that the country lose with our life. So
Thank you, Nestor. So saving lives is what you want to generate to the country and to the
yes,
company.
mainly. Yeah,
Okay.
mainly that is our goal, and that is our main purpose with our company. So yes, we can save lives on the roads.
What do you think, Luis, about from the upper perspective? My
So
same question.
basically, save time to find opportunity and to reduce risk of those global companies, our current clients like Coca-Cola, TikTok, General Motors, how to operate in difficult markets. Our markets compared to Japan or to the States or to France are very difficult. So we help those companies from Japan or from Asia to operate easier, faster, cheaper, friendlier with our information. That will be our value proposition. And I will say the second one is we know how to work with large company, with global company. We do know it. We're at a startup, 2 years. Today, we are one of the most innovative companies in the world, but we've been working with large company already.
Can you share how many companies that are working with Dapper right now?
52.
Regional, not only Colombia.
No, regional.
Okay.
Yeah. For instance, the one that I mentioned, Django, from its quarter is in Dubai, Middle East. Is a Russian company, and they have our service in all Latin America. For instance, like the others, like Coca-Cola, others in Mexico, and etc. etc.
Excellent. Thank you so much. So now, same question for Jorge.
Yeah, Juan, I think we can bring to the Japan ecosystem three things: AI powered personalized training at scale, also a connected endurance community, which is growing, and a platform for brands and partners. We for example, see that brands like ASICS, we can help to engage runners beyond the product, also to create a more bonding with end users.
Very good. Thank you. And I think that this question also has an impact on the financial sector, and Vivian has just explained it. So how you can deliver that value to Japan with your fintech solution, Vivian?
Yeah, I think the first one is efficiency. The second one is compliance, because in the efficiency part is how any company, not only financial services in Japan, which is like one of the most important financial service market, but any type of company that need to, for example, export products and then need to receive payment in real time and in a costly, effective way. So we able them to basically send and receive money instantly and cheaper than a SWIFT, for example. Just to give you an example, we just a month ago we partnered with JP Morgan to basically able our customers to open a JP Morgan account with our same KYC that we do with our wallet. So basically, the users create the profile in our system, and with that, immediately they receive an JP Morgan account to send and receive money locally in US, but as well globally. So with that, if JP Morgan can basically approve our compliance and our KYC, why not any other institutions around the globe? And basically, Japan is a good example of the one of the largest financial services market in the globe.
Thank you. Very clear your answer, and we understand that your impact is not only you can kind of escalate to other countries, and it's very kind of useful nowadays for having this kind of cross-border solution. So thank you so much, Vivian, as well for the thoroughly answer. So I think that Johnson is not around. Before when we start thinking about what kind of questions we should ask today, he said, no, we have to go with very simple ones, because later they will have very like the challenging ones from the audience. So I found one in the chat. So we're going to go with this one. I think it's very interesting, and it's from Ryochi-san. So he's saying that your companies are based in Colombia as a home market. The first level of countries that you're trying to reach out is South America and the Spanish-speaking countries like Mexico, Spain, and after that is North America. And he assumes that after that Europe will be next. Then will come Middle East, and then finally Asia countries. Like for example Singapore and Hong Kong, which they have like a very good incentives, especially, for example, from the tax perspectives, and of course, it comes like the language. So for the audience, the Japanese market is very far from Colombia. We know that's like a fact. So how would you like to penetrate the Japanese market? So let's turn it around, and we start now with Vivian.
Thank you, Juan. So basically, with the let's say the current or the past way of sending money, maybe the answer is Japan is like the last one, because it's far, far away from Colombia. But when you digitalize the money, there is not anymore how I can send money from, I don't know, Brazil to Japan or from Japan to US. Basically, those questions are not anymore the question that the users need to make, because right now it's a digital currency. So then when it's digital, it's like in the cloud. It's not anymore in a specific country. So we eliminate the borders and the distance between those countries. So basically here is not like Colombia is the first one and then Ecuador, which is, beside Colombia. The next one could be anyone. And in this case, as I mentioned before, one of the largest financial services market is Japan. And so why not the second one or the third one? So here is not borders anymore.
Thank you, Vivian. Maybe Luis Alberto. No, Jorge. Sorry, Jorge can also tell us about how you can, or what is your strategy to penetrate the Japanese market?
I first of all will say that endurance sport shares something that's a global mindset. We do have the same mindset in Colombia that in Japan, in disciplines, performance, improvement. A runner in Bogota can connect with a runner in Tokyo in more than language that can separate us. And we don't think to enter alone. We believe in partner-led expansion, and that's pretty much what we are looking in this sushi tech expedition. And also currently tech and AI helps a lot to translate languages. And we think that we can learn deeply from the Japan culture to adapt our global solution to locally solve locally too.
Thank you, Jorge, for also sharing the vision about how do you define this like as a global company to enter the Japanese market. And Luis Alberto, sorry, if you can give us your views on the Japanese market as a market to penetrate and to expand.
Basically, Japan is the mother of one of the global companies, not only in automotive but technology, and those companies are global. They operate in emerging markets. We basically are the only company doing this difficult job, that is put together a mass of data, put it friendly, nicely, and cheaper that you make it by hand and by yourself. So that's the way. Basically, we work already with Chinese companies, with American companies, with European companies, with Middle East companies, with Russian companies. Why not to work with Japan? I'm very happy to be selected in this program and to be visiting next month. It's my first time in Japan.
Amazing. Yeah, I think one of the technicalities that we may ask you later, not today because we are almost finishing, is about how your model or LLM, or how you're going to technically, for example, work with languages that are so special like Japanese, which has like a very unique like structures and grammatical rules that sometimes technology adaptation sometimes has to have another input on that, like interpretation, especially regulation, because we understand that regulation is a sensitive topic, especially for the company. So we will have more time to discuss, and then we're very happy to welcome you on Sushi Tech and in Japan for your first time. So thank you so much for your answer, and we have
Oh,
this.
we haven't asked Nestor.
Yeah, I'm going to ask now, Nestor.
Okay.
So yeah, of course we haven't forgot Nestor. So Nestor,
Okay.
please go ahead with your comment.
Okay, we already have some recognition from the developing banks, for example, from the World Bank and Inter-American Developing Bank. So we are trying to do a partnership with them to expand our services globally. Because these kind of banks are the most interested in implementing these solutions on roads, because well, the mission of them is to help countries and to reduce the poverty. And what we're doing is saving lives and save money for the countries. And so they are interested in our solutions for that. So we're doing the partnership with them for us to facilitate the expansion globally.
Great. Thank you so much, and I think it's very concrete your answer about the how you can collaborate with these multilateral entities. So John, we lost you for a while, so I think that the time is we're running out of time. So
Yeah. It's okay.
if you
It's okay, Franco. Don't worry about the time. I have one more question. So Maria, so why now the city of Bogota is also helping startups, like only for good startups, sending them to Japan? Why now?
Thank you, John. So as I mentioned, last year we have this program, Distrito Lab, with very good results. So, and we think that Bogota startups have a lot of potential. We can see it from these 4 startups that we are supporting to go to Japan, to the Sushi Tech. They have a very good product. I think all of what they mention here, the offer, they have very good potential. So, and this is a growth and dynamic market, the one for startups. So we think it's now the time to connect these startups with the Japanese market, and also with other environments. So I think this is why right now we are having this. As I mentioned, also we have the 2,600 campus for science, technology, and innovation. And all of our efforts in these years, last year, 2026, 2027, is what we want to put into place with programs that support startups.
Excellent. Thank you, Maria, and thank you for your city of Bogota's efforts and selecting good startups. So
Yeah.
so I want to add that the last year the mayor of Bogota came to Tokyo, and we brought him and with the Secretary of Economic Development to meet the Tokyo Innovation Base, and we met with some of the senior leadership from Tokyo Sushi Tech. So they were very they opened their eyes, like I said, wow, this is a big opportunity for the startups from Bogota. So they kind of feel that Bogota has the potential. So hopefully Sushi Tech 2026 is not going to be the last time, Maria. The idea is that every year you keep coming and bringing new companies for learning and to connecting with this amazing market.
Yeah, so if we make 4 companies success in Japanese market, of course next year is 40 companies will come. Then year later 100 companies, and everyone we can travel together around the world. Not only Japan and Colombia, anywhere around the world we can travel, we can collaborate, we can help each other to solve more problems and make the world a better place. So thank you so much, everyone. And the last 3, Kayoko-san, next page for tomorrow again. GCG, Global Communication Gym. So our great partner and friend, Juanca, will talk more about Colombia, and he will explain to us everything So if you haven't had a chance to register, don't miss it. We have a students discounts as usual, and for adults, costs 5,000 yen, but it's very cheap. I'm sure, 100% sure, 120% sure, Juanca will entertain and inspire all audience. Juanca, last comment for tomorrow?
No, John. Thank you for inviting me to your gym communication activities, and happy to keep promoting about Colombia and how we can build more bridges between Japan and Colombia, with like the final kind of mission in that we have. So thank you so much for
Excellent.
inviting me.
And also, please don't miss the last chance to purchase our Sushi Tech 80% discount code. Our team just posted in the chat. And so then if you purchased, you'll be able to see our great friend, city of Bogota, and the 4 great startups from Colombia. And we're gonna work hard and party hard for 3 days at the Sushi Tech. So see you all, and our recording video, we'll send it to all people who have registered. And I'm very happy. This is like, 8 p.m. now, already 9 p.m. And in Colombia, everyone is hungry. And I'm also hungry in Japan, 11 a.m. now. So let's enjoy our dinner and brunch, and see you all at the Sushi Tech Tokyo. Thank you, everyone.
See you in 1 month, everyone from Bogotá.
Bye.
Thank you
Adiós.
so much for everything.
Adiós,
Bye.
gracias.
Muchas
Feliz noche,
gracias.
gracias.
Good night. Bye.
Muchas gracias.